part of the film. This is the early part.
This is a documentary?
Very it is.
What are we documenting here?
The Marine Corps.
Look at that. Look at that muscle. Look at all that strength. It takes down.
You guys don't think that they're gonna have a problem with you guys filming everything?
There's a bunch of guys do it. We did it last year.
Keep it under wraps. Have you been on a tour through Iraq yet?
No.
He's a boot, just like me.
My buddy has though. He went during like OF2 when like the shit was actually getting fucked up on like a
Chadoodle, chawoodle, chadoodle.
Take care of your camera.
The cat. I will.
Don't let anybody touch your camera.
The battle begins.
Wow.
When I was a young boy, my father took me into the city to see a marching band. He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them, your demons, and all the non-believers, the plans that they have made? Because one day I'll leave you a phantom to lead you in the summer to join the Black Parade.
My name is Leslie Elliott, and I am Nathan Windsor's mother. As a child, Nathan was he was a pretty happy child and lots of energy, always running around, playing, full heart all the time, and just ran around a lot and liked to play.
As a child, Nathan was a living terror. He was a busy kid. Well, I think my favorite childhood memory was Nathan telling someone else that he loved me, and he knew that he loved me because I spent time with him.
When he was about 2 or 3, he was in his room playing by himself. I heard it was, well, I didn't hear anything, that was the point. So I walked into his room, and he had unloaded all of his powder, baby powder, on his bed, and he was jumping up and down, making the powder puff. And when I walked in, he said, "Look, Mommy, it's snowing." And trying to go along with the moment and go, "Yeah, it is snowing." And then I realized he had done all of his pop-up wipes too, and they were all over the room. That's my fondest memory when he was little. Nathan's ambitions varied through different ages. It would either be sports, when he was playing sports, policeman, fireman. But once he got older, once he got into airsofting, it was more towards military. Then when he was in high school, he also mentioned the filmmaking. He liked to go out and take pictures and film things.
Nathan wanted to be in film. He wanted to be a director, and his goal was to go to Full Sail School in Florida. I'd say Nathan's biggest obstacle was moving around. He went to 3 different high schools. He lived with Leslie and I. He lived with his dad at different times. So his biggest obstacle was his life being segmented. And he overcame it by making friends everywhere he went.
He was a small child growing up, and not always the heaviest. The wrestling really helped him give his confidence to a level where he could get around his size. And once he got to the Marines, the wrestling helped in regards to confidence, and it was his confidence that really got him through those times. Even when he was young and he saw a bigger kid pick on the little kid, even though he was one of the little kids, he would intervene.
I remember Nathan chatting with one of the crew members on a ship and asking him not to use foul language. So even at a young age, around a lot of adults, Nathan didn't have a problem standing up for what he felt was right. Ideals, I guess you look at him being in the Marine Corps and everything that the Marines stood for, protecting the United States of America and his friends and family.
He had some difficult times in his life, but he always came through it with a positive outlook that the next day is going to be better, and every day was a new day, and to make the best of it.
The best thing about Nathan was his ability to overcome all of his obstacles. Nathan's attitude was great. He had never got down. He was always upbeat and enjoying life. Well, we were very proud of Nathan when he graduated and became a Marine. Not very many people make the attempt to become a Marine. They say that you earn the title. So we were standing very tall with him when he graduated.
My reaction to him graduating boot camp was pure happiness, excitement, a heart-filled sense of achievement for watching my son do something that he truly wanted to do, and he did it. When they were released from, it was Liberty Day, and they were given their pin, and they were released to go on liberty, and we came off the stands to go join our Marines, and I was the first one to get to him. And he just kept saying, I did it, and he was, being a Marine, he wasn't supposed to cry, but he was on the verge of, he was crying. And just the look on his face was amazing. The best thing about Nathan was his hugs. To Mom, that was very special. Nathan had the best hugs, and he was always there for a hug. He
served in the Marines very well. He served his country. He was a leader. He became the point man for his squad. He did everything they asked for him. He gave his life.
The day that I found out Nathan was killed was on March 11th. It was a Sunday. It was a late morning, about 11:15. I was recovering from surgery after a couple weeks, and it was just Lucas and I, and 2 Marines knocked on the door, and I knew.
After we found out that Nathan had died, we dealt with his death by celebrating his life. We got to know his friends better, his friends from Newport, Oregon, and his friends from Huntington Beach, California, along with some of the Marines he served with. Getting to know them was a blessing for us.
His relationships with other people have shown me what a pretty nice guy he's turned out to be.
And he loved us all, and he died happy and doing what he loved. And that's what we need to hold on to.
I want you all to take all your fondest memories of me, and all the stupid jokes you made that only he got, all the smiles, all the hugs you gave him. I want you to keep them with you and cherish you. So in a small way, I'll always be here with us, as a brother, as a friend, and as a hero.
We would sing the Marine Corps song "Anchors Away" together in honor of him being a Marine. And it's just always so like prideful standing with him, who was so proud to be a Marine, so proud to do what he believed in. And whether it was the smallest little thing to the largest thing, giving his life for his country, he always stood up for what was right, no matter what.
But it's putting something that you really want to have aside and standing for what you believe in that puts you in a higher order among humankind. And Nathan was a person who is in this order. He is a hero whose memory will echo through the halls of eternity forever. As he was welcome and accepted at my family's table in life, so shall he be in death.
Nathan, we miss you, and we're proud of you. Goodbye.
Goodbye. Love you.
And if your heart stops beating, I'll be here wondering, did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life, and if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, baby. Did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life won't wait, then your heart can't take the loss. Have you heard the news that you're dead? No one ever had much nice to say. I think it ever liked you anyway. You take me from the hospital bed. Wouldn't it be great? It ain't exactly what you planned. And wouldn't it be great if we were dead? Dead. Tongue-tied and oh so squeamish. You never fell in love. Did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life, and if you get to heaven, I'll be here waiting, baby. Did you get what you deserve? The ending of your life won't wait, then your heart can't take it. Have you heard the news that you're dead? No one ever had much nice to say. I think it ever liked you anyway. You take me from the hospital bed. Wouldn't it be great to take a pistol by the hand? And wouldn't it be great if we were dead? And in my honest observation, during